Hello and hi, welcome to Yedidia Shofet.net and welcome to week number 45 in Halacha of the week and Shana Tova. Today's question, which is asked many times so far this past week, is, Rabbi, I know in the 18 blessings in Shemona Esrei the Amidah, I'm supposed to say Mashiv Arach Mord Geshem. I'm supposed to mention the winds, mention the rain because it's a new wetter season coming. The question is, I tend to forget because it's a transition. I've been saying Morid Atal for about 4 months, and now I have to go into Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem, and I'm going to forget. And sometimes I do forget, or sometimes I'm not sure. What's the halacha? What should I do? Should I start again if I'm not sure? Or if I know I didn't say it, do I continue saying it? What's the deal? So this question, which was addressed to also the chief rabbi, also Chacham Yedidia Yosef, may HaKadosh Baruch Hu give him lots of refuah shlema. This question it's in every Sidur, if you look at the fine print, but I'll just say it outright so you have an understanding of what to do. When you look at the Sidur and you say, Ata Gibor Le'olam Amonai Mechayem Etim Ata Rav Lo'oshia, you're supposed to say, right now, Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem. But what happens if you say Morid Atal? So the truth of the matter is, it depends if you are Ashkenaz or you're Sephardim. Why? Because Sephardim, all year round, when you're not saying Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem, you're saying Morid Atal. And you're mentioning the dew. The dew is you're still mentioning some sort of relation to a bracha that's being given through wetness and through rain. And that's dew. It's a percentage of what rain is. So you're at least mentioning something. And if the purpose is to mention, that takes care of the portion. For instance, if you are going to say the tefillah and you're in the middle of Ata Kadosh, what happens then? Do you have to go back to say Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem if you already said Morid Atal? No, you don't have to go back. Meaning every day, if you forgot to say Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem, you have no worries. You don't have to go back because you did mention Morid Atal. But if you're Ashkenaz, you don't say Morid Atal. Rather, they're silent during the time that they don't say Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem, and when it's time to say Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem, they say Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem. So if they have not said Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem and they come to Ata Kadosh, they have to go back. They have to go back to say the tefillah again. Why? Because they never gave any mention in Morid Hatal. So what about someone who forgets? He doesn't know whether or not if he said these Morid Hatal or Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem. What about then? So the question is like this. For how long does a person have to actually get through a transition? So the code of the Jewish law, it says that it takes 90 prayers for a person to become accustomed to a certain way of praying. Meaning, he has to say Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem 90 times or 30 days, because you pray 3 times a day. 3 times 30 equals 90. And you have to say 90 times until you're considered a person that is accustomed to saying Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem. So, what do we learn from this? That if a person, let's say 20 days in, he doesn't know whether or not he said Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem or he said Morid Atal, he doesn't have to worry because at least he said Morid Atal. But if he's Ashkenaz, he has to go back. He has to go back because it's only been 20 days and it's only been a total of 60 prayers, and so he's not fully accustomed to it. So that is in a nutshell. But if, let's say, if you did pray and you said Morid Atal and before you said Ata Kadosh you remembered, you can say Mashiv Arach Morid Geshem and you fulfill your obligation. And simple as that. Bezrat Hashem, tomorrow I'm going to explain why don't we express and ask for rain explicitly right now. Why aren't we just mentioning the rain? And also, why do we mention it in Israel sooner than we mention it in America? Have a beautiful day and Shana Tova.